You know what? It's been a while since we've had some Dodgers injury news and updates. Just a bulk drop here. The latest things coming off of the injured list for your boys in blue. So let's do that. Let's have fun. A little bullet point. Keep it short, sweet, simple. Talk first about the GOAT, the future Hall of Famer, Clayton Edward Kershaw, who headed out on a minor league rehab assignment at AAA Oklahoma City this week. Had his first appearance on Wednesday. It went well. 3 innings, scoreless innings, did what you wanted out of Kershaw, mixed in all of his pitches, topped out at 89 miles per hour on the fastball, which is not the end of the world. Yes, that is not a very fast fastball in today's modern era, but it's worth noting. It's his first appearance of the season. It's the minor leagues. There's not a lot of adrenaline. There's not a lot of care or excitement for Clayton Kershaw to be throwing max effort in his first appearance at AAA Oklahoma City. The important thing is he came out happy. He came out healthy. The arm seems good. The foot seems good. Of course, had the foot surgically repaired in the offseason along with the knee. We're now a little bit further removed from that shoulder operation that he had last offseason. So the GOAT is trending in the right direction. Of course, he's not eligible to return from the injured list until May 17th, so we do have a few more starts ahead of us. But man, after watching some of the guys the Dodgers have called up in recent days, it would sure be nice. It feels like it would be real nice to have Kershaw in the starting rotation, but we will have to wait a little bit, at least about a month, exactly a month right now as of the time I'm recording this. Now, 2 guys who should be back sooner: Blake Snell, Tony Gonsolin. First, let's talk Snell. He played catch 2 days in a row, just had a catch 2 days in a row at Dodger Stadium this week. By all accounts, he came out of it good, no setbacks, no issues. If he continues having no setbacks, the plan seems to be a little bit up in the air. They could slot him back right into the starting rotation. He could just face hitters, Dodgers hitters, a live batting practice on the road. Of course, the Dodgers are going to Texas, and after that, they'll have a day off, and then they're going to Chicago. So they could just slot him right back in the rotation, or they could send him out on one probably short minor league rehab assignment. Could be at Single A Rancho Cucamonga, but maybe mid to late next week we could see Blake Snell back in the starting rotation. I think it's probably smarter to tread a little more cautiously. Send him on that minor league rehab assignment. Just give him one outing. Make sure that shoulder, of course, dealing with shoulder inflammation, make sure he comes out of it feeling good, feeling better, and not have any setbacks for the rest of the season. Tony Gonsolin, another name Dodgers fans are waiting for, because his name is not Justin Wrobleski, Landon Knack, or Bobby Miller. He built up to 4 innings this week in his most recent AAA rehab outing. It was the worst of his 3 rehab outings. He gave up 3 runs, but also his longest, making it through those 4 innings. Worth noting, or worth reminding us, that he did suffer a lower back injury weightlifting late in spring training, kind of set him back. He was probably trending towards being that number 5 starter at the end of spring training over Dustin May, but we know how it turned out. It seems like for Tony, the plan is one more minor league rehab start, but my expectation, honestly, is that will directly correlate with whether or not Blake Snell slots right back into that rotation, or has to go out on that minor league, rehab assignment or something like that. I think the Dodgers really want to avoid another visit from Wrobleski, Knack, or Bobby Miller. I don't think we see Bobby Miller for quite some time. I did a video about that yesterday on the channel. Check it out. I'll try to remember to put one of those little annotations up here. Before we continue on and talk one last starting pitcher, I do want to tell you guys about Bet Online, because Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all of your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we are into the home stretch as well in the NBA and the NHL with playoffs here, and exciting, all that kind of stuff. Of course, Lakers looking a lot better than they were a few months ago before Luka. Kings in the hunt there, so there is more ways to stay in on the action. With the latest odds, they have news and scores over at BetOnline, even in-game betting while games are being played, so that's pretty cool. They have the largest selection of odds on everything, when you're dealing with MLB, NHL, UFC. BetOnline remains your number one sports betting source, your number one online source for sports wagering this year. And they have all the info you need to make some smart decisions. In between games, you can head over to their online casino. You can get in on Vegas style games. They have poker, blackjack, all the live casino stuff you want right there at your fingertips. Of course, if you can play in your area, check that out. Bet online. The game starts here, and the injury list news dump continues. Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani, the final starting pitcher. We know it's going to be a while before we see Shohei on the mound. He's still doing MVP things out of the top of the starting rotation there. Or sorry, the top of the lineup, I should say. Plan with Shohei. Keep it slow and steady. Just have him throwing fastballs. He's still not throwing anything beyond fastballs, moving his fastball, cutting it, two-seaming it, and all that. Not going to face hitters until he's throwing off all of his pitches. That was the last major update that Dave Roberts had dropped a little while back. But Dave had also mentioned, the Dodgers and Shohei, they're in lockstep about the slower progression. They care more about having him in the second half than in the first half of the season, even with some of the more struggle bus prone pitchers that we've seen, your Wroblewskis, Bobby Millers. All right, this is the last time I'm going to throw them under the bus for no reason. It's worth noting. Shohei, last thing, we're about 19, 20 months removed from that second elbow reconstruction. So feels like time is ticking on that elbow to get going again, start throwing with meaning. But he did also have the left labrum repair in the off season after separating that shoulder during the World Series last year. So again, it's fine to slow play our guy Shohei while he's still doing important things for the lineup. Let's talk about a little bit of reliever updates, and then we'll get out of here. Evan Phillips is the guy who was closest to rejoining this team, or joining this team for the first time this year. He is currently on a minor league rehab assignment at AAA. Checked off a big box this week, throwing back-to-back games, making back-to-back appearances. Came out of that happy, came out of that healthy. Likely supposed to make one more appearance at AAA. Could be this weekend, could be Friday, and then we will likely see Philly, see our high leverage honey bun rejoin the bullpen core. Maybe the final day in Texas, but more likely to open that series, a little 2-game series in Chicago, where it's probably going to be cold and he can get hurt. But even so, having Evan Phillips back is a lot better than having Luis Garcia in this Dodgers bullpen. So please, Philly, come back and let's get this party started. Another guy we haven't seen a whole lot about, or heard a whole lot about, Michael Kopech. He did make an appearance at Dodger Stadium this week, threw off the bullpen mound. All reports are he is trending in the right direction, a little bit slower than you would want or hope to see. Probably a little ways away. We might be 4 weeks, 3 weeks, a month away from a Michael Kopech sighting, a return to the bullpen, but that's fine. They have enough arms in there. You still need to kind of sort out some of the competition as well in that bullpen, because Anthony Banda has kind of taken a little bit of a step back. He's fine, but still a little bit of a step back, while Jack Dreyer has taken a big step forward. And those are kind of the two dudes after you lose Luis Garcia. Ben Kasparius has been good outside of one bad outing. So where does Kopech fit in? He needs to be in that bullpen for sure. So somebody, you can't fit everybody in that Dodger bullpen. Somebody's going to need to take an unwanted trip to AAA, and it's a tough conversation for the Dodgers to have, but they probably won't need to have it for about another month. One last guy, because we don't need to talk about other dudes like Gavin Stone, who's out for the season, Kyle Hurt, most likely out for the season, River Ryan out for the season. But we could talk Brusdar Graterol. Bazooka is rehabbing at the Dodgers spring training complex, Camelback Ranch in Glendale, Arizona. He is throwing. He is doing short progressions. He's also posting on his own new YouTube channel. Check that out here on the YouTube. Bazooka is taking us behind the scenes of his rehab from off-season shoulder surgery. The hope is he'll be back sometime a little bit after the All-Star break. I would be shocked to see him before. Probably August is that target, and that would be another one big addition for this Dodgers bullpen, but two, potentially another difficult conversation if everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing in that bullpen. It's better to have a lot more talent than not have a lot more talent. But that was about it. I wanted to just drop a quick news and injury update here while the Dodgers open their series with the Texas Rangers in Texas. Of course, tonight, Jacob deGrom goes up against my Cy Young pick, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to watching that and hanging out with people who join us on the Discord as well. If you want to join us on Discord, do check out ways to support the channel through Patreon or YouTube members. The links are in the description below, but you do need to be a paying supporting member of the channel to join us on Discord. But I promise you, it's been a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. Everybody's talking Dodger baseball. Throwing out some wild takes, enjoying the highs and lows of the season so far. So it has been a lot of fun. Give it a try for a month. If you don't like it, you can cancel on Patreon or members, whatever it is. But I just throwing that out there for you. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandma's dog. If that dog is a Dodger fan, I am Clint Pasillas. Find me as Real FRG on the social media platforms. I'd appreciate that. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. That's the part I did miss earlier. All Dodgers is presented by Bet Online. Go check out Bet Online. Do all the things there. Tell them I sent you, even though there isn't a box that says that I sent you. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.